All right, boys and girls, this is the last video and we're moving on to example 7. These are basically applications from calculus. So for this example, they want us to verify that tangent of x plus h minus tangent of x over h should equal tangent of h times secant squared of x over h times the quantity of 1 plus tangent of x times tangent of h, okay? And of course, since h is in the bottom, h should never equal to 0, okay? So it is up to you if you want to simplify the left-hand side and make it look like the right-hand side, or if you want to simplify the right-hand side and make it look like the left-hand side. It's kind of, you kind of have to just look at it and decide, okay, do I want to work with this side or do I want to work with this side, okay? And to be honest, I think this one's a lot easier just by looking at it because I could tell I'm not going to use too many properties. If I look at this one, just the fact that I have a secant and all this going on, I'd rather stick with this one. Okay, so it's just kind of a matter of preference, to be honest. Okay, notice we're not going to end up with any values. Okay, so we're not going to be using the unit circle. We're just using properties. Okay, so right off the bat, I can tell that tangent of x plus h, we can use a property. Okay, so just this one, I'm going to be applying a property. Okay. And of course, I have my index card here, so we're going to be applying this one, okay? So again, just follow along. So this will give me tangent of x plus tangent of h over 1 minus tangent of x times tangent of h, okay? And this right here is just from that, okay? And then I'm going to write minus tangent of x. And since all of this is dividing by h, then it's literally the same thing if I just multiply by the reciprocal, which is 1 over h. Okay, so I'm going to do that step at the same time. So pretty much what I can end up with is just apply the rules of fractions. So I can write this as a fraction. So I'm going to put it over 1. And we need to have common denominator. So I'm literally going to take this denominator and multiply it to the top and the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to do it to this one. So I'm not going to write it twice just because I don't have any room here. But I'm just going to write it once. So I'm going to write 1 minus tangent of x times tangent of h. And remember, I'm multiplying it to the top and the bottom. Okay. All right, I apologize, it got a little bit messy, but let me rewrite it now. I'm going to clean it up. So now what I should have is tangent of x plus tangent of h. And since I'm going to multiply this right here to the numerator and the denominator, notice I have all of this in parentheses. I'm just going to kill two birds with one stone and also distribute, okay? So now I have minus tangent of x, because that's tangent of x times 1. And then a negative times a negative, that's a positive. So plus tangent squared of x times tangent of h. So it's really long, okay? That's the entire numerator. That's this part here from this fraction, and that's this part here, okay? All over, and by the way, we multiplied by 1, so it didn't make a difference. All over h, and this is the h that I'm getting it with. And then since we have the same denominator, I'm just going to write it all under one fraction. 1 minus tangent of x times tangent of h. Okay. And again, you already know what it's supposed to look like, so you can always reference that. And so right off the bat, I can tell a couple of things. I can tell I have a tangent of x here, a tangent of x here, and I have a tangent of h here and a tangent of h here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, this is tangent of x plus tangent of h minus tangent of x. These can actually cancel out. Tangent of x minus tangent of x. Okay, so now I'm left with tangent of h plus tangent square of x times tangent of h. So I can actually factor out a tangent of h. So I'm running out of room, so let me grab a separate whiteboard. So here we go. Ready? I'm going to factor out a tangent of h, and then I should end up with 1 plus tangent squared of x, because I have a tangent here and a tangent here. Okay, all over h, and then 1 minus tangent of x times tangent of h. So if you look, we're getting close. We're getting super close to what we have. So if you notice, the only thing we're missing, and let me just show you, is on the top we have tangent of h times secant squared of x. And then our denominators are exactly the same. Well, why is it that I can change this to secant squared of x? Because that's a trig identity, okay? And that's one of the Pythagorean identities. So 1 plus tangent squared of x, that's secant squared of x. So we have now tangent of h times secant squared of x all over h times 1 minus tangent of x times tangent of h. So we basically made the left-hand side equal the right-hand side. And that is it. We're done. We simplified it, okay? We make sure we verified that it's the same. All right, awesome. So with that said, you have enough to try the checkpoint and start today's homework, okay? And again, if you have any questions, just jump back in the chat and I will help you.